And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
It's Vlogmas Day 4, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. I posted on my social media a couple days ago and received a couple questions, and let's just jump right into it. One question we got was, how did we meet?
You like telling the stories.
I like this story. So I was walking down the street. Actually, I was walking into my apartment. I was opening my door and, living by myself and everything. I walked through my door and there was this woman just sitting on my couch, and I'm like, who the heck are you? And she goes, I'm your future baby mama. And I was like, oh. And then that's how we met. Right?
No. No. We went to the same high school.
I was a freshman, she was a senior.
Okay, whatever. And then we ended up as neighbors. I moved into an apartment with my son, and our doors were right next to each other. So like his apartment was underneath mine. He lived with his family, and mine was upstairs.
Anyway.
That's how we met. Well, we met in high school. We didn't really meet in high school.
We knew of each other in
We
high
knew
school.
of each other in high school.
We officially met when she moved in, I can say
I was
that.
the popular girl.
Yeah, so we officially met when she moved in. There was just nights where we would just hang out outside, and we just became friends first. And then, yeah, that was really it. We just became really close friends. And then now here we are, best friends. Ugh.
Next question.
Next question, let's see. So that's how we met. Now, where does Brandon and them come from? Well, Brandon and them, I lived with my mom, and it was kind of just a crazy family there. So I always made jokes when we were hanging out outside. I would always just make jokes and say, if I had a reality TV show, it would be Brandon and them for me and my family. And then now here we are with my family.
We're almost just as crazy.
Yeah, it's just a little crazy here too. So Brandon and them is how here we are. So the third question is, do you remember your first date? Yes, I do. I do remember our first date because we went bowling. And what's funny is, I didn't even ask you out on a first date. I just told you we're going on a first date, like a date. I said, we're going bowling this Friday, and you said, okay. So we went bowling. And anyway, we bowled a couple games, and then the bowling alley we went to was it had like outdoorsy type things. And what was it called? It was football bowling, is what it was, yep. It was football bowling. So it was like, you set up the pins, and she had one end, and I had one end. And we were just throwing the football back and forth, trying to knock it down. And I had one thing.
They were real bowling pins.
Yeah,
so
they were real
really
heavy. Real heavy.
It was pretty cool. I mean, that was a cool idea.
It was. But anyway, she threw one. She was trying to come back and beat me, and she threw the ball and hit the pen, and the pen just like bounced at the right angle and blew my whole shin, like blew it out. It hit me and I collapsed. Like it just boom, all
there
in
was
one.
a bad bruise there for a long time.
I still have a scar. Look at.
Show your leg. I felt really bad. Imagine that being your first date.
I should.
You throw a football and a bowling pin breaks someone's leg.
Next question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
So I have a couple businesses in mind that I really want to have up and running by then, but one of them I can't say because I don't want anybody from where we live to take my idea and run with it before I'm able to do it myself. And then it's not even that like special or unique, but there's not one of these in our city, and honestly I think it'd be a really big hit. So that's, and then I also want to own a company that's geared towards birth mothers who place their children for adoption, because there's just not a lot of support out there for that kind of thing, and I've obviously been through that before, and so I want to run a business that is geared towards that. And then I hope that I have a book written by then, at least one.
In 10 years, I see myself on a beach tanning out with the waves just hitting my toes in Florida. Oh, I live that life now.
I was gonna say, that is weirdly specific.
No, I see myself in 10 years to have traveled to at least 5 different countries. Also, to have written a book.
Well, you'll be an actual electrician by then.
I will be an owning a dream house by then.
I want a boat.
I see myself in a boat. We'll just see where the future takes me.
That's a great answer.
Next question. Why did you decide to start YouTube? Well, actually, shout out to my pops, because he's the one who kind of directed me here. Thanks, Dad. Because here we are, starting a YouTube. No, actually, my dad is the one who showed us a YouTube family, and it was honestly, it was weird to me the first time watching a video that, because before then, you know, YouTube was just what in my head was just like gamers, you just watch gaming videos, music, you know, so watching a YouTube family, and after he showed me, I kind of just watched them, and then I discovered other families, and then I discovered like other YouTubers, and why I decided to start a YouTube channel was actually because, as Katie said in previous videos, was, you know, Vlogmas is we're gonna spread like positivity and the giving back and stuff like that. But it's not just the Vlogmas thing. I wanna continue to do it, you know, going forward after Vlogmas. So that's kind of where the YouTube started for me.
Brandon's dad showed us a YouTube family that for a little bit we were really, really into, and I think it inspired us both. And it's funny because he showed us that family, and then, I mean, we watched it together sometimes, but like I would watch it on my own at work, and apparently he would too. And so I started to do research. Like I didn't tell Brandon about it, but I started to do research on like just a ton of different stuff. Like I started to look up ridiculous things, like how likely is it to become famous on YouTube, which is not even my goal anymore. But I started to look up all just types of crazy things, and one day I came home and I was like, I want to talk to you about something. And I think you kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, I remember. I said, yeah, me too. Like
we were standing in the kitchen,
you know, thinking it was like different, but we were like we had like a smile on our face as we were talking to each other, and I was like, you go first, and then you told me, and I was like, you know what's funny is like I have the same idea.
Yeah.
Like I want to just create a channel and just.
So it was like crazy that we both at the same time, we were like in our own head thinking that we wanted to do this, and then.
Because what I really do like is I really like positive vibes, even though like the negative vibes can get you. You know, we're trying to show not only ourselves but our children that, you know, being positive all the time, doing the right thing, showing right from wrong. So it's kind of where we're at. So that's why we have, you know, this platform where you can show and then also document, you know, our lives for them, because I grew up with home videos. You know, I can watch them, and this is kind of theirs. You know, it'll be on YouTube. So that's where YouTube came from for me. Next question: what is your pet peeve, like for each other? Like one for you, one for me, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head. Something you do that irritates me, but
Sometimes you leave cupboard doors open.
yeah.
Or
You know what? I don't have any pet peeves because I just love her so much. Like, there's nothing that she does that irritates me. Like, I just love you.
that's not true. What he just did is a pet peeve of mine, just to be clear. I am not a homie that you're pushing away.
What it do, baby?
He calls our daughter by her wrong name to irritate me.
I do that.
That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves is he does stuff all the time to purposely irritate me. That's not funny. That is so rude. What else do you do to purposely irritate me? There's other stuff that you've done besides calling her. He'll call her Mariana, and her name is Mariana.
It's Mariana.
I did not name her Mariana. And enough people say her name wrong, so when he does that, I'm just like, why do you do that?
I don't really have a pet peeve off the top of my head.
I know I have a lot. I just can't think of them right
Yeah,
now.
because my inner child comes out and I don't care. My inner child comes out and I like to purposely get to people. So that's why I have her. I can purposely get to her and I know she ain't going nowhere. Next question is this is our last question actually. Do you plan to grow your family in the near future? Yes, I want like 8 kids and I got to have the big family here.
We're not having 8 kids.
Okay, we can have like 2 more.
We can have 1 more. Sometime. Not now.
Okay, well, not in the near future, but sometime in the future, yeah, we do plan on having one more. Maybe.
He also thinks that at some point our family will be growing by 4 legs, and it also won't.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay. We can rent a puppy.
No.
That's gotta be a
So,
thing.
yeah, you know, you have to have a dog.
You don't have to have a dog.
Give this video, comment down below actually, if a family needs a dog. You need a dog for a family. It's not a complete family if you don't have a dog.
That's not true at all.
This family is not a full family. It's like a fam. We need the dog to have the lead.
We're not getting a dog. We're not getting one. Maybe. I feel like that's why he has so much hope, because I've said maybe someday we'll get a dog.
Yeah, but see the way she says
Maybe
it. Like,
someday we'll get a friggin' lizard. I don't know. Not really. Lizards are scary.
yeah, we do see another children in the future, but not near, like later. So, and a dog, near future.
No, dog's not happening in the near future either. I'm super sorry to break your heart, but we can get a bunny.
Nope. So, I'm gonna close today's video out right here. Thank you for our questions. So follow me on Instagram, it's right here. And if you liked today's video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're enjoying our Vlogmas videos, also give that a thumbs up. You know, leave me some comments down below if you are enjoying it. And that's it for tonight's video, and we will see you tomorrow.